All right, day 2 of the long weekend. And we are going to tackle pumpkins and the strawberries that I got to, kill this year and replant next year. I do not know exactly how I'm going to tackle the pumpkins as far as what goes where. I think I went random last year, and then it's hard to tell what you're going to get. So I might actually write on the popsicle sticks. Go figure. But I have a lot of different varieties. So do I mix them all up? Do I put the same types all next to each other? I feel like I should mix them up, because if I put all the same ones next to each other and the squash vine borers have their way, at least if they're kind of separated, maybe some will survive. I don't know. I also need to get the patio area cleaned up, and I have an umbrella. I have to find it, and I got like a little umbrella holder that digs into the dirt, so I wanted to set that up for a nice little spot. So yeah, I actually maybe I'll do that first, so then I have a place to take a break and put my drink. Well, I couldn't find my umbrella. I think it's at the theater, so I'll look for that after. So I am working on my pumpkins. Put my drink down here. Have sort of a not actual organization here. Basically, I'm just making sure I don't have 2 of the same pumpkins next to each other. And my stuff is only blown away once, which is trying to do again right now. All right, setting that down, because I only have one hand to deal with it right now. Anyway, so I've got the one side done, and I'm going to try to get the other side done. It's sort of tedious. I'm just pushing the, go over here. I'm basically, if you can see, I'm just pushing the grass to the side, and the straw, and planting in there and putting a label, and then hoping for the best, pulling the weeds as I go. I am leaving the milkweed, mostly just pulling thistles and the millions of sunflowers that have volunteered this year. So I have garlic in the middle here, and that'll come out in probably July. And there, I think, are some volunteer marigolds in here, but I'd like to put more in. I just have a hard time planting stuff like marigolds without marking them, like in all this mulch, just because I feel like they will get lost and I'll pull them or they'll get smothered. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet. I'm thinking. Anyway. So I'm going to fight through the last of these pumpkins so I can be done. Some really nice clouds today. All right, pumpkins are in. I think there's 23 on this side, 25 on that side, because I don't measure very good. I feel like I only had 48 markers, but I have a whole bunch left over, so I apparently can't count either. So anyway, everybody's marked with a little stake. I just left a little spot, so hopefully I can see when they start coming up and not accidentally yank them out. But that is that. I am also on a mission to find an easy way to tell the difference between marigolds and ragweed, because I have had marigolds in here every year. I do. And so I kept thinking that these were volunteers, but I think they might be ragweed. They're very similar looking. So I'm going to do a little more research and see if I can definitively tell. I'm going to guess, because there's so many of them, that it is ragweed indeed. Oh, potatoes are coming up. I just put a few extra potatoes at the end here. I got as much of the thistles and whatnot out as I could. This side is really bad. Besides the thistles and the sunflowers, this side also has bindweed, which is annoying. So I'm hoping I can keep that at bay a little bit. It's really hard to tell if this is weedy or not because of all the mulch, but it's better. Take my word for it. And then I also noticed over here, because I do believe I had an extra spider flower in this pot last year, and if you look here, there's some baby spider flowers. So I don't know why they were so hard to grow on purpose, but by accident they grow real well. And so I'm guessing all this also is ragweed. It doesn't, I don't know if it smells. We'll look into that, I guess. And I got my umbrella, so I'm going to put that up and take a little break, I think.